Hey, come here, come here. Yes, it's me. It's Jessica, marketingforgreatness.com. And then I just want to follow up in a post that probably you saw where I shared a celebration of the 45,000 users in my website over the last 90 days. And I want to take a moment to walk you through the process that I followed. So sometimes these digital marketing things are a little bit confusing. And at least in my end, I'm a visual person, and maybe you are a visual person too, and you can't quite understand what exactly is that process where you produce content and you raise your authority and you start generating leads in your inbox. How exactly does that look like? So let me share my screen and I will walk you through the three things that I did at the very beginning, which was, I believe, the very crucial step that I took to understand the whole world of content marketing. Okay, you ready? Let's do it. So the first thing that I did was understanding the search engine console. Okay, I had no idea that this was a tool available, and I had no idea either what that meant. Okay, Google Search Console essentially is going to tell you how are people searching and how is your website performing upon those searches. As you can see, I'm having a good day. Sometimes I don't have a good day because this actually is a report that is ran live. Sometimes if there's a page that is not working, if there's a hosting issue, there's various of reasons why you might not get a good performance report. And when that happens, in fact, the Google Console system will notify you. So my journey started by me discovering that I had hundreds of pages with errors. You see this here, guys, that says 0 pages with error? That was in 100. So I panicked. It was no joke. I could not understand why my website team did not pick up. First lesson learned. When you build your website, probably you own your WordPress or you have your Shopify or you have your Wix, whatever is the platform that you have. The reality is that the person who develops your website, they're not going to monitor the performance of your website. So you either need somebody that is going to be in charge of monitoring the performance of your website, or in my case, I run a marketing agency, so we do that in-house. I just didn't know that this was part of the reasons why your visibility could be affected. So that was the first step. I made sure that my properties were associated with multiple Google products that are going to give you the most of the search engine marketing, okay? And kind of to give you 2 steps back, I was not even into search engine marketing, which is marketing using words and using content so that people that are searching with the intention of learning something or with the intention of buying something, then they can find you, okay? Before that, I was convinced that I did not need that. I was convinced that with a robust social media marketing approach and a robust video marketing approach, it was it. However, search engine marketing has been proven me wrong. And it's been a year, and I actually was featured as a success story by Express Writers and the Content Hacker, which is the one and only, the amazing content marketing expert, Julia McCoy. Julia actually has a website with over 100,000 visits, and working with her has been a privilege to me because she actually opened her books and her systems so I could see what I didn't see before. And I hope that this video is going to help you to kind of open your eyes towards really igniting search engine marketing in your marketing strategy if you have started with social media. It makes sense to, in fact, to stop social media marketing and take a look at your search engine marketing so that you can integrate both. That's in fact known as an omni-channel strategy. If you are a marketer for an organization and you have a marketing team, I would love to speak to your director of marketing, because this is something that you need to do sooner than later. And you are going to save budget in your ads. You're going to save budget in your entire organic channels. And we can talk more about it later. So first step, making sure that your properties are being tracked by the Google Search Console. This means that you will have the capacity of inspecting what pages are working, what pages are not. And then when you see the report, you will be able to see where the traffic is coming. While this is a report that you might get from the Google Analytics, the monitoring of your website on a daily basis will happen only if you have this Google Search Console active. So make sure that you start there. Now, the second thing is the following. The second thing I did was I made sure that I had my analytics up to date. Before that, I would not even pay attention to my analytics. I would not even know what that was. I would only just look at that maybe upon launching my website. Now I take a look at my analytics pretty much at least once a week. Okay. Now take a look at this amazing performance report. This is in the last 90 days. Now, guys, I want to show you before it was in 0. And, to speed up this video, I will just add an image here under this video so you can see the progress of this amazing story, because it's really impressive. I was very, very impressed with the performance and with how quick I started seeing results as soon as I implemented this particular content marketing strategy with SEO and omni-channel, okay? Again, I'm a social media expert. I was not looking at this with the right eyes. I always just thought that people with SEO mindset, they were just like, oh, we don't really need that. They're just kind of like wanting to put links and things like that. I don't need that. But, I was wrong. SEO is not about links. It's more than that. Okay, so take a look at this. Had I not been doing organic search marketing, meaning search engine marketing, so that my content comes in Google, I would have lost 16,000 users just in the last 30 days. I'm going to let you process that content. So question I have for you, are you using the max of your digital marketing strategy? If you're not having search engine marketing strategy in your blog, in your plan, you're losing a lot. That was my case, guys. So as soon as I saw the opportunity, I jumped in. What was the next tool that I did? And I'm sorry that my dog is barking in the background. I can't really help it. The next tool that I did was actually I joined SEMRush, and I joined their team of the education, and I started like devouring that content. So on top of what Julia McCoy was teaching me, I could understand the technicalities of ranking. This is not going to be an introductory video. This probably requires me kind of teaching you. And lately what I do for businesses that we monitor is that honestly, the business owners don't really have the time for that. So we add them into our firm as projects, and then we actually kind of lead your content production in a very smart way. We also lately partnered with an SEO company for implementation, because it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. So that was the second thing we did. I highly recommend that if you're not going to hire a marketing company to work with your SEO, which means that probably the budget that you need is anything between like $600 a month, or, maybe for the content production, like let's put like $1,000 a month, which, it will be scary at the beginning. But if you just put here that in a year, you will spend or invest, let's say, $1,000 a month. Let's say that you will spend in a year $12,000. $12,000 versus having the visibility that I just show you is completely worth it. Just imagine the amount of events that you will need to do, the amount of activities that you will need to do to actually be able to impact 16,000 people just in organic search. there's no way you can compete with that. So that's actually the value of that investment of $1,000 a month in your search engine marketing, services. Okay. Now, of course, we can talk about it later. The next thing I did, which is Google My Business. Make sure, guys, and these are, mistakes that we find all the time. Make sure that in your Google My Business, you have completed all of the settings. Google keeps enhancing opportunities for small business owners. And even if you have products or services that can be purchased from anywhere in the world, you still can benefit from Google My Business, because that actually gives you access to Google Map. And when you are in the radar, that means that when people are searching from their cell phones, your content will be picked up. Google My Business is also a place where you can share your content. So please, if you are not sharing your content in Google My Business, you're missing out. The last tool that I want to share with you, and with that, I'm just going to let you to see this information, and hopefully you can book a call and we can get to do that audit for you, and we can help you with your search engine marketing process, is actually Pinterest. Please, please, please do not ignore Pinterest. It's been actually one of my latest additions to my search engine marketing strategy, and it's great. It is magical, magical, magical to see how can you take advantage of content pieces that are more in the infographics and short do-it-yourself tutorials. If you have that kind of content, that's going to be great for your business. So remember something, with visibility comes interest, right? But it's up to the content, that the content is what is going to drive the trust and drive the passion and drive somebody to feel like, wow, I want to learn more, right? So what do we market? Is that passion. And then how do we get people to be closer to working with us? Is by igniting that trust. Now, here's the thing. There's no question that digital marketing, at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. So I have no doubt that if we increase your traffic, your visibility, and we have a very refined strategy to really map out the users, you will see the conversions and you will see the money. Now, the money will not come if you never put attention to really sit down and think, what is it that your people want to learn from you? What's the information that they need to know before they hire you? And that's, in fact, what a great content marketing strategy, which is not the same as content writing, you need the strategy first. And that's what I love to do. I love when I get to see websites and I get to optimize, meaning adding the headlines where they go, adding the keywords where they go. And I also love that I don't need to create anything by intuition. I use the science and the tools that tell me the opportunity. Now, with that being said, I just hope that you get excited and that you can feel how excited I am to share this gift with you. There's a lot of opportunities, guys. And now with the world wanting to be virtual, you must get in that train. So jump in, book a call, and let's just get this started. Bye for now.